And good afternoon, everyone, from the Butler Center here on the campus of St. Catherine University. And welcome to the best in Division III sports at this afternoon. We feature the MIAC against the UMAC Conference, the Upper Midwest Athletic Conference in women's volleyball. And the Wildcats of St. Kate's are beginning their 2018-2019 campaign. Hello, everybody. I'm Tom Wirchin, filling in for normally the voice of the Wildcats, Matt Nelson. He's out at the State Fair. Hey, this afternoon's broadcast, a presentation of the University of St. Catherine and produced by TJ Broadcast Services in cooperation with the Ritchie Media Group and a Blue Frame Technology. Our website is tjsportsonline.net. And a broadcast tonight brought to you in part by the Goodmanson Construction Company, Twin City Orthopedics, Universal Athletics, Northfield Lions, People's Electric, and by Fury Motors. The Knights of Martin Luther College in New Ulm, up on the hill. Not too far, I don't think, if I remember my geography from the German, Herman the German, the statue. They are coming in after a 16-17 record last year. They finished 10-6 in the UMAC Conference. They're picked to finish 6th this year in the conference. Northwestern is the overwhelming favorite. Northwestern, of course, got to the NCAA tournament last year. And the last time the Knights have won the conference championship was way back in 2006, and they are a young squad. In fact, they have no seniors on the roster. They lost, I think it was 6 or 7 seniors from last year. Everybody on the roster is a freshman except Cameron Biebert. She's an outside hitter from St. Croix Lutheran out there in Inver Grove Heights. And there is one other sophomore, Katie Aguilar from California Lutheran High School, Wildemar, California. And she is one of their outside hitters. So those are the 2 sophomores. There's one junior. She's a middle hitter, Ruth Bunkholz from Arizona Lutheran Academy in Phoenix, Arizona. So a little bit about the Knights of Martin Luther College. Again, in her 10th year is Rebecca Cox. She's the head coach. And Emma Holzheater. I know she pronounced that for me earlier. Emma Holzheater is the assistant volleyball coach for Martin Luther College. Meanwhile, Todd Nelson in his 2nd year as head coach of the Wildcats. And Todd has on his staff Sam Sullivan and Jordan Hinkle. And they brought in about 5 or 6 new. And half of those are getting a start today. The new freshmen coming to the volleyball program include Grace Amaker. And she's out of Faribault, Minnesota, played for the Falcons. She's a defensive specialist. Lauren Isaacs, an outside hitter from Faribault. And she'll be starting as one of the outside hitters. And she and Gracie are going to be playing basketball for Don Herman. Speaking of Mr. Herman, here he comes. He's going to bring my color man. And the other newcomers from Hill Murray High School, Amy Kowalska, Brianna Leverance from Andover, a outside and a middle blocker from Andover. Annie Lankorich, she's from Wayzata. She'll be a right side hitter. And Julia Weller from Shakopee, and she'll be one of the liberos for the Wildcats this year. The Wildcats coming off a 9-16 year last year and finished just 1-10 here in the MIAC. We'll get the introductions from Mr. Records Ryan Warren Falls here in just a bit. As a family-owned and operated business since 1971, Goodmanson Construction continues to develop concrete relationships with their commercial and residential customers throughout the Upper Midwest. Questions or concerns about concrete, asphalt, and the company's installation process, visit their website at goodmansonconstruction.com. And a proud supporter of Wildcat Athletics since 1971 is Universal Athletic. They've been passionate about fueling the dreams of athletes, and they put all their know-how into doing just that by servicing and selling athletic gear to our local athletes, high schools, and colleges. Universal Athletic has dedicated its heart and soul to the support of sports, fitness, and health programs and schools and communities. And again, records with the introduction here in just a bit. With that, I get a chance to welcome my compadre here, Mr. Don.
Hi, good afternoon to you, Tom.
All right. Don, of course, is the head basketball coach here at St. Catherine University, and we'll be broadcasting a number of his games this winter. Now, what is your baptism of fire in broadcasting volleyball down at KFIL?
Well, that's interesting. Of course, I knew you from when you were at KFIL, and I never broadcast volleyball there. But I have broadcast volleyball at a as I fan up in Superior.
Okay.
Done high school and college games and that kind of thing. And certainly seeing the players out here, the first match of the year, kind of exciting to get this thing going.
All right, again, Don Mulholland. Let's go downstairs and pick up records, Ryan.
And your very own St. Catherine University Wildcats. Now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, they ask that you please rise, please remove your caps, and please face the flag as we now honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
So again, from the Butler Center, our national anthem, and we'll get this match underway in just a bit. And that's again, here's records, the introductions.
Game first for the Knights from Flysville, Wisconsin. Freshman libero number 2, Caitlin Osweg. From Watertown, Wisconsin, freshman center number 5, Jewel St. Germain. From DeForest, Wisconsin, freshman outside hitter number 7, Kelsey Birschbach. From Wildemar, California, sophomore outside hitter number 8, Katie Aguilar. From New Hope, Minnesota, freshman middle hitter number 14, Samantha Paul. From Inver Grove Heights, Minnesota, sophomore setter number 15, Cameron Biebert. And from Phoenix, Arizona, junior middle hitter number 16, Ruth Buckholz. And the balance of the Knights. Starting for your St. Catherine University Wildcats, from Osceola, Wisconsin, senior right side hitter number 8, Mackenzie Pepper. From Byron, Minnesota, junior outside hitter number 9, Emma Nelson. From Faribault, Minnesota, freshman libero number 11, Grace Amaker. From Faribault, Minnesota, freshman outside hitter number 13, Lauren Isaacson. From New London, Minnesota, sophomore setter number 14, Brooke Bunning. From Elk Mound, Wisconsin, junior middle hitter number 15, Hannah Flatness. And from Osceola, Wisconsin, sophomore middle hitter number 23, Aaron Cutts. And the balance of the Wildcats. And those, ladies and gentlemen, are your players for this afternoon's match.
All right, thank you, Records, Ryan. The Knights and the Wildcats get ready to start the season. Wildcat Athletics are proudly supported by the Ryan Company, the Hickey family, U.S. Bank, the Leffler Companies, Cone USA, and the Opus Group. And Don, you'll notice by the introductions, a couple of young players in the lineup are also going to play basketball for you.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited to see that. Grace Amaker from Faribault along with Lauren Isaacson, both very good friends, both very good athletes, and more importantly, both very good young ladies. And
so the Wildcats will be in the court to our right, and the Knights in the black and red, they'll be in the court to our left. Of course, best 3 out of 5. Get to 25, win by a couple. Fifth set, you go to 15. This broadcast also this afternoon can be seen on Town Square Media, serving Northern Dakota County. That is Inver Grove Heights, South St. Paul, West St. Paul, Sunfish Lake, Lily Lake, Mendota, and Mendota Heights.
Can you say that again? That's pretty good, Tom.
And coming in, let's see who's going to be serving first. I believe the Knights will. And that's Caitlin Osweg came out as the libero. The libero for your Wildcats, the Grace Amaker out of Faribault, wearing a number 11, 5'4" freshman. And the Knights will be, and the Wildcats will be serving first. And back at the line is Brooke Bunning from New London Spicer, beautiful part of central Minnesota, out along Highway 23. And off the serve, Knights in the back, and it's dug out in the back row by Isaacson off the left pin. Partially blocked at the net, kept alive by the Knights, and the overpass and knocked down and straight down by Aaron Cutts. And Aaron will pick up the first kill of this first set, 1-0 in favor of St. Kate's. Bunning 5'7" Silver, Brooks serve, and it's dug out in the back room by Jermaine, bumped across by Martin Luther, and Bunning will go back set right side, tap down and good. And Mackenzie Pepper, she's the leading hitter back. Mackenzie last year with 225 kills on the season, a 5'10" senior. And the Wildcats have a 2-0 lead. And then a service error and a point for Martin Luther. Now coming into the match is Ruth Buckholtz. Ruth is out of Phoenix, Arizona. And from left to right, Caitlin Oswig, the libero, serving off left pin. Pepper puts it down, and she's got another one. Mackenzie Pepper playing for the Chieftains out of Osceola. And it is 3-1 in favor of the Wildcats. Here's Emma Nelson. No, that's Pepper back there.
Oh, that was Emma.
It was Emma. Okay, 9 out of 8. And Oswig will bump it over. Up the net. Roll over and floated across and good by Aaron Cutts, and Aaron's got another one.
And Aaron with the left hand there, a little bit of set off of her, but she went with the left hand and made it in.
She's got 2. Pepper's got 2. Is 4-1 in favor of the Wildcats. Emma Nelson off the serve, back row, pass up front, and from behind the line is bumped across by the Knights. Wildcats set it up. Bunning goes near side, shot put down, and good. Off the line is Lauren Isaacson. And the young freshman has her first kill as a Wildcat, 5-1, St. Kate's. Emma Nelson from Byron Bear down along Highway 14. And Nelson serve, and there's an ace. Service ace for the Wildcats, their first tonight, and it is now 6-1 and a 5-point lead. Nelson serve, back row, popped up front. They set the middle, shot put down, and good. Cameron Biebert from St. Croix Lutheran High School out there in West St. Paul. And Indigo Heights is her hometown. And Cameron Biebert will pick up her first kill. And it is 6-2. And back at the line is Katie Aguilar. She's from California. Wildcats on the third hit, bump it over. And they set the left side, shot put down by Kelsey Bushbach. Wildcat ball from behind the line, set deep by Isaacson. Martin Luther on the right side, floated into the red, missed hit by the sitter, Cameron Bieber. And on the unforced here is now 7-2 in favor of the Wildcats.
Hannah Flatten is checking in for the Wildcats.
And Hannah from Elk Mound, the Mounders. In the St. Croix Conference, I think. It is nice ball at the net. They set the middle. Shot put down through the block. One hand save at the net. Free ball. It is blocked. Nice ball again. They go cross court, far side. And put down by Bushbach. Kelsey Bushbach from the right pin. The Wildcats get blocked again. Peppered in. Off the near side. Floater is good by Isaacson. And Lauren Isaacson has her second kill. And the Wildcats lead by a score of 8-2.
And Lauren doing a good job of knowing where the opening was there, Tom.
Back at the line, the libero, Grace Amaker from Faribault, the Falcons. Not BA, the public school. And the serve hits the net. At the net, free ball put down, and good. Ruth Buckholtz with the second kill for the Knights, and it is 8-3. Substitution, Alyssa Heckendorf from Greenville, Wisconsin will come in for the Red and Black Knights, and sitting down will be Cameron Bieber. And back at the service line is Jules St. Germain, one of their two setters. She's from Watertown, Wisconsin, Luther Prep High School. And off the serve, Wildcat ball up front, bottom middle, shot put down, and was there a touch on the way out? Yes. Touch on the way out, and it is Hannah Flatness getting her first kill, and it is now 9-3. And now coming in for the Wildcats, Megan Schwartzrock. She'll play a lot of setter this year. And I believe had a substitution in the middle. Hannah Flatness back into the match. And a free ball for that. And it is blocked on the shot there by Flatness. It is Wildcat ball. And it is bumped across the floor. It is good. Emily Carmen from Osseo High School. The Earls up there in Maple Grove, coming off the bench, and she has her first kill. And the Wildcats lead by 7 at 10-3. And Megan Schwartzrock from Hutchinson, the Tigers, the transfer from Valley State. Knight's ball, right side pin, gets blocked. There's the first block tonight for the Wildcats. And it is 11-3 and an 8-point lead. And I think from last year to this year, probably strength of the net is probably got to be the biggest key for improvement for the Wildcats. There's another block, and this time kept line by the Knights. Free ball, put down, and good.
And Lauren Isaacson there with the timing and the placement.
And she's got her third kill. And Martin Luther decides to call timeout as the Wildcats have taken 12-3 lead. And the coach, Todd Nelson, using a number of freshmen in his lineup. And speaking of that, how many freshmen are you bringing in for basketball?
Well, we've got a good group coming in. We'll have about 12 freshmen. Of course, you mentioned Lauren Isaacson and Grace Armacher among the group, and we're excited about those coming in. And you can see both Grace and Lauren, they look very composed out there. They're playing very well. Their first, can you imagine the Butterflies, your first action in college? And they look very good.
And Arvada, a proud supporter and sponsor of Wildcat Athletics since 1971, the Universal Athletic Team has been passionate about fueling the dreams of athletes, and they put all the know-how into doing just that by servicing and selling athletic gear to our local athletes, high schools, and colleges. Universal Athletic has dedicated its heart and soul to the support of sports, fitness, and health programs in schools and universities. The Wildcats hit the road after today, and they're on the road. They're not back home until the 19th. And the conference opener against the Bethel Royals. 12-3, Wildcats lead by 9 here in the first set. And Coach Todd Nelson is out there. There's Emily Carmen. Mackenzie Pepper. The libero. Again is Grace Samaker. And it's nice ball, free ball for that, blocked. And they're going to call the Knights for over the net. And on the miss hit, point for the Wildcats, it is 13-3. As Megan Schwartzrock will go back to the line. Emma Nelson in that back row. Along with the libero, Grace Samaker, served by Schwartzrock. Knight ball, left side, off left hip, that's good. Kelsey Birchbach has her first kill, just the third kill of the match. Kelsey is from DeForest, Wisconsin. Down there, I think, by Madison and Wisconsin Dells. It is 13-4. Swimming is Cameron Biebert, hometown girl from Inver Grove Heights. Wildcat ball from behind the line, set into the net. Mid hit by Emma Nelson. And on the point, it is now 13-5. The Wildcats have given up 2. And correction, this is Ruth Buckholz, 16-15. And the taller members of the squad, she's 5'11" from Phoenix. Scraped off the floor, saved by the Wildcats, and Schwartzrock sends it over. They set the left side, shot put down, blocked again by the Wildcats. Third hit, and set over by Buckholz. Amaker up front middle. The quick set is good. In the middle of the quick set, Hannah Flatness has her second kill. 5 different players have scored. Isaacson has 3, Flatness 2, Cutts 2, Pepper 2, and Emily Carmen with 1. It's 14-5 at a 9-point lead. Mackenzie Pepper serving, and it hit the net. Next serve. Service here for the Wildcats. No correction, that was 13. Lauren Isaacson and that Mackenzie Pepper. My first call of Wildcat volleyball ever. Normally Matt Nelson is doing this job. And it is Wildcat ball, third hit off the right left pin, put down deep by Emma Nelson. The Knights send it back, and on the second hit from behind the line, they'll have to bump it over, send it across by Emily Carmen. Knights in the middle, the finger roll, and it's dug out by the Wildcats from the back row. Sent across by Isaacson. Knights left side. The shot through the block, and it's whacked by the Knights. I thought it was going to go through, but it got the spin off the hands. And another block for the Wildcats. That's their second block. And it's now 15-6. They rotate. Hannah Flatness will go back to the service line. Schwartzrock and Isaacson in the back room. And off the serve. Knights ball. They set the right side. Put it across by Lisa Heckendorf from Fox Valley Lutheran High School. And up the right side to the block and put down by the Wildcats. And let's see who got that one.
Emily Carmen, I believe.
Yep, Emily Carmen got that one. That's her second. And again, the Wildcats have a double-digit lead with 10 points. Flatness on the serve, sends it deep. Service air by the Wildcats. Substitution for the Knights. Coming in is Cameron Biebert. And sitting down is Alyssa Beckendorf. Again, a lineup that features 2 sophomores, 1 junior, everybody else, freshman. And in the middle, quick set, the middle, and scoring is Erin Kotzen. Erin has her 3rd kill. Nice quick set by Megan Schwartzrock, kept it low, and caught it right at the top of the arc and slammed it home. And Brooke Bunning back in for the Wildcats. Well, Schwartzrock will take a seat. And it is Knights ball. They set the middle. Finger roll, the teardrop. And Abaker pops it up near side left pin. And it's put across. Knights ball again off the left pin. Shot blocked again by the Wildcats.
Almost the exact same play. Ball is blocked, gone back on their other side.
Katie Aguilar gets stuffed at the net. And the Wildcats with 3 total blocks and an ace. 18-7, an 11-point lead. And the serve by Brooke Bunning, the setter, off the right pin, partially luck. Back row, Isaacson up front, backs at right side pin, shot good! Off the right pin, and hammering it home for the Wildcats is Mackenzie Pepper, and she has her 3rd. It is 19-7, and a 12-point lead. Brooke Bunning, sophomore, New London Springster. Bunning serve, back row, popped up, still in that back row. Behind the 3-meter line, they'll bump it over. Amaker goes up front, Bunning near side, shot pop, and it's saved there by Amaker. They go right side and float it over by Pepper, and oh, what a save on the 3rd hit. The Knights get it over. Bunning, middle, shot, cut, scores. Again, that quick set in the middle. And Aaron at 5'10", outfield out of South Dakota State in beautiful Brookings. And Aaron has her 4th kill. And we have a timeout of the floor with Wildcats leading now by a score of 20-7. Supporting Wildcat athletes is in the capable hands of Northfield Lines Incorporated, dedicated to ensuring that your travel experience is a positive one. Call to request a quote or make a reservation at 888-670-8068 or visit their website, Northfield Lines, northfieldlines.com. And again, Don Mulhern, the mic. When do you officially start practice? A couple months?
October 15th, first day of practice, Tom. So we're looking forward to that. Looking forward to having you maybe come that day, do some drills with the players if you like.
Okay.
We'll get you out there, getting some shots, see if you can still shoot from back in the KFIL days.
Yeah, my rotator cuff. Now you said, what, 21 or 22 on the roster?
We'll have about 22 in the roster. So good group coming back, good group coming in. We're very excited about the future, very excited.
And again, who do you open up with?
Well, we actually play Concordia St. Paul in an exhibition game. And that'll be a fun one that's over there. We're gonna try to get that to become an annual thing with exhibition. We also have a scrimmage, which is not official, a scrimmage against Wartburg. Of course, Wartburg was Final Four in the nation last year from Waverly, Iowa. So you've got Wartburg, Final Four team, and Concordia St. Paul Division II, 2 good competitors.
20-7, again, first to 25, win by Kevin. And the serve by Brooke Bunning. Knights ball at the net, and the finger roll, and one-hand save, but sent across by Pepper. They go left side, and off the swing, put down there by Katie Aguilar off the left pin. The Wildcats send it down the line, but out of bounds. Miss hit on the near pin. Miss hit by Emma Nelson.
She had the right idea.
Yeah. It was wide open down the line. She just hit a fade instead of a hook. The serve by Katie Oswig. Dan Libero. Shot put down and Pep scores. Mackenzie Pepper, and she takes the team lead and kills with 4. Correction, she and Aaron Cutts both have 4. And now coming in is Larissa Kish. And Larissa is from Cretin-Durham Hall, just down the road. And Emma Nelson will sit down. Larissa, junior, 5'5", played for the Raiders. And off the serve, back row. And from behind the line, as Oswig will send it over. Wildcats up front, Bunning, right side, Pepper partially blocked and hits the net, took all the steam out of it, came straight down, and Mackenzie has a freebie. 22-8. He had 225 kills last year for Pep. Kish again, good hard serve. Up front, they set the left side for Aguilar, through the block, and good. Katie Aguilar picking up her first kill. The Knights have just 4 kills so far. It's 22-9. And back at the service line is Katie Aguilar. And from left to right, Amaker goes up front, Bunning near side, shot, good! Lauren Isaacson brings up her 4th. And what is impressive so far, at least this first set, Don, good balance.
Great balance, and Brooke Bunning is doing a phenomenal job of distributing the volleyball amongst her teammates.
Serve by Amaker, back row, 3rd hit, and it's sent across by their setter. It is Wildcat ball, shot put down middle, and scoring is Hannah Flatness, and she has 3. The setter, by the way, is Jules St. Germain. I'm trying to, there's 5 and 15 are the setters. That is 5 out there for the Knights. And there's St. Germain, goes left side, set deep and out of bounds. And an attack here by Kelsey Birschbach. And that is game. 25-9 is the final here in the first game. Very unofficial totals, and Lindsay Madrigal, our new sports information director, she'll get the stats here in just a bit. Unofficially for the Wildcats, they never trailed. Their biggest lead was here at the finish of 16 points. As Emily Carmen out of Osceola High School had a couple of kills. Mackenzie Pepper had 5. Lauren Isaacson had 4. Hannah Flatness had 3. And Erin Cutts had 4. In fact, I think she had 2 of the first 5 points. Wildcat supporters this season include Shopko Printing, Sodexo, Terra General Contractors, the O'Neill Group, Protect Designs, and Floors by Becker. And I mentioned our new SID, Kelsey. He is now an associate sports information director up at St. Cloud State. Kelsey, we miss you, but you are in good hands with Todd Nelson up there, and you're now at the Division II level. And back to Don, and we know how much injuries caused very much concern in the season last year. How is everybody thinking going into the season?
Well, we hope and pray people are getting healthy. Audra Clark is coming back from a knee injury, and has been making good progress.
Okay.
And she's certainly, she's gotten a medical red shirt, and if she can come back with, her tenacity, her basketball IQ, she's really, really good. So hopefully getting her back. Cassie Jenkins had surgery this summer on her ankle. Hopefully getting her healthy, kind of getting her in the flow. Those two will be real keys.
Stats are not right, but the score is.
And we have a new stats person, Lana Prokop, one of our physical therapists, doing the stats for us today.
And she said, well, the stats aren't quite good, but she said the score is perfect. Okay. Now, you mentioned a young lady out of Brigham, and you're still concerned about the young freshman coming in?
Yeah, we have got a freshman coming in who, we'll kind of see what happens here. Who's dealing with some concussion issues, and she's been seeing people in the summer and that kind of thing. So we'll see how that goes. And again, it's one of those things where their health is what matters. I mean, we love our sports, but they're pretty meaningless compared to a person's life, their health, and their happiness, and that kind of thing. So, we're going to do it right. The trainers are, and doctors are going to be the ones to make final decisions. So.
On the Wildcat calendar today, the cross-country team is at Victory Links up in the northern suburbs. The cross-country meet hosted by Bethel University. And the golf team, very good golf team there at Blackberry Ridge up in Sartell. St. Ben's is hosting that two-day golf meet. And the soccer team, they had their alumni game last Sunday And they're in Menominee to take on Blue Devils of the University of Wisconsin. That is 7 o'clock tomorrow night. And normally I would have all the other scores and other games going on, but my computer, it helps when you bring the power supply, and that's sitting on my desk at home.
So you know where it's at.
Yeah, I know where it's at, but it's not here. He's Don Moore, and I'm Tom Ritchie. And Dave are our crew here from Ritchie Media Group. Again, Dave what? Dave Belmont. That's right, he helped us on the NJCAA softball tournament down at Rochester last spring. So 25-9 in the first set. And let's see who Todd Nelson will put out there.
Going to have a new libero, it looks like.
And that, let's see, yep, new libero is Larissa Kish. Puts on a new jersey. Larissa Kish will be the libero. And there's Brooke Bonning, the center. Lauren Isaacson. And a flatness. And for Martin Luther College, out of New Ulm, serving first is Caitlin Oswig. And on the floor, there's Kelsey Birschbach in the back row. Oswig serve, and it's dug out. First touch by Larissa Kish. They go left side, and floated across by Lauren Isaacson. And nice ball, floated across again. It is popped up in the air by the Wildcats. Right side swing, good! Off the right pin, and hit her first touch. Erin Tebben, the sophomore, 5'11" out of New London Spicer, and she picks up a kill. And the Wildcats lead by a score of 1-0. So Erin Tebben, Coach Todd Nelson, getting a chance to use a lot of young ladies here in the opening match of the season. And here's Isaacson. Lauren sends it over, dug out by Ashwig. They go left pin, shot into the net.
And of course, in that last play, you've got Brooke Bunning from New London passing to her high school, now college teammate.
So Isaacson, another Faribault Falcon. And Lauren's good hard serve, played up front. And they set the near side, and it's floated across by Birschbach. Wildcat ball, left pin, shot put down. This time by Brianna Leverance. First touch of the match. Brianna, they quick set the middle, shot put down and good by Hannah Flatness, and she has her fourth kill. And the Wildcats lead by a score of 3-0.
And Brooke Bunning is doing a phenomenal job of distributing, as you mentioned earlier. It's a really good job of giving everybody a chance.
Brianna Leverance from Andover, the Andover Huskies. They set the middle, do the Knights, and a one-hand save up front. And shot blocked to the net by the Knights. Pushed across there by Brooke Bunning. And the Knights have to bump it over her from the back row and played out front. Bunning goes middle, no back set, the slide. Shot good! Erin Tebben, 2 touches, 2 kills. And the Wildcats have opened up a 4-0 lead here in the second set. It's best 2 on to 3. Wildcats head to Ashland, Wisconsin next weekend for a holiday tournament. No, not a holiday tournament, but opening season tournament. And sent across by Katie Aguilar. Wildcat ball. And it's bumped across there by Larissa Kish. Off the left pin, put down by Aguilar. There's Kish again. Bunning up front, left side, shot Tebben. And it's saved in that back row. High in the air from behind the line. Floated across. Kish again. Bunning backs at right side. Shot cross court. And they're going to rule in the net. Called against, I believe it was Jules St. Germain. Give the point to Erin Tebben. That would be her 3rd kill. And the Wildcats have opened up the second set with a 5-0 run. Lauren Isaacson's good hard serve up front. Finger roll into the net. Miss hit by Jules St. Germain. Point for the Wildcats. It is 6-0. 25-9. Still in the first set. Isaacson again. Got the Wildcats on a roll. St. Germain from the back row. Bumped across by Katie Aguilar. Bunning, middle, shot. Scoring! It's Hannah Flatness, and she's got 5. Flatness 5, Pepper 5. And the Wildcats can do nothing wrong. It is now 7-0. And Rebecca Cox will call a timeout. Reminder that this is the first 7 broadcasts that we will have of Wildcat Volleyball this fall. Plus, we will also be video streaming the holiday tournament, no audio, but the 8 matches in the holiday tournament, October 12th and 13th. We'll have that right here on TJ Sports Online. And right now looks like we'll have 10 basketball games for you here on the internet. Trying to talk Eric into a few more, and no luck so far. Twin City Orthopedics offers their full spectrum of orthopedic care to individuals suffering sports-related problems and injuries. Their doctors are team physicians at the University of St. Catherine, Augsburg University, Hamline University, and others. Visit tcomn.com. And this afternoon's broadcast production of TJ Broadcast Services in cooperation with Blue Frame Technology and the Ritchie Media Group. And Tom number 2. He is doing the producing there. Isaacson, who has served on 6 of the first 7 points. From left to right. There's the whistle, and Lauren with that jump serve in the back row. Low pass up front. They set the middle. Blocked again by the Wildcats. They out cross court near side. And it's sent across to Aguilar. Wildcat ball. Left side shot. Scoring is Aaron Tevin. Tevin, she did not play in the first set. Has come on 4 kills out of the first 8 points for St. Kate's. Aaron, 5'11", sophomore. And I think we got into 7-8. Yes.
Another point by Lauren Isaacson on the serve.
2 aces for the Wildcats. It is 9-0. Isaacson's good serve, and there's Osway. Goes up front in the middle. Set back deep. Dug out by Bunning. Third hit, right side, down the line. Osway goes up front. Free ball. Scoring on the near pin is Hannah Flatness, and Hannah has 6. She has 6. Pepper has 5. Pep's not in the second set. It is 10-0. Isaacson again, and just clears in it. Got herself another ace. 3 aces for the Wildcats, and Lauren has 2 of those. 11-0 St. Kate's as they're opening up the season. And coming in is Emma Dorn from Crete, Illinois, defensive specialist. And sitting down to be Kelsey Birschbach. Isaacson serve, and another ace. A lot of good topspin on that, almost like a knuckleball, and nobody in that back row can handle it. 12-0 Wildcats. Isaacson again. Another one. 3 straight aces.
And you look across the way and we see Lauren's mom and dad over there, and they're enjoying it as they should as proud parents.
Lauren Isaacson with 4 kills and 4 aces, 8 points to lead the Wildcats. Knight to send up through the block. And it's saved there by Brianna Leverett. They go right side pin, shot, and miss hit in the net.
And that's about the first miss hit.
Yeah, Aaron Tevin. Yeah, first hitting error, I think, for the Wildcats is 13-1.
That's quite a percentage. What is the percentage on that, Tom?
About 990. And coming out is Emma Dorn. And Aguilar coming back in. And up the net, what do we got? Point.
A good point.
Point for the Wildcats. I'm looking at my stats, looked up, and the ball was on the floor, and there's point number 14. And Hannah Flatness will come out for the Wildcats. And Aaron Tevin coming back in. Nope, we got a new middle. It is nice ball, third hit, bumped across. As Tevin goes middle, bunting back to Tevin, shot block. There's a block for the Martin Luther College Knights. That's their first block tonight. It's 14-2. Substitution for MLC. And coming out is Alicia Heckendorf. Coming in is Kaylee Solomon from Michigan Luther Seminary in Troy, Michigan. Off the serve. Nice save by Kresh. And they go left side. Tevin through the block. And it is popped up there by Birschbach. Off the right pin through the block. And good. This time, Kaylee Solomon for Martin Luther has a kill. Just their 5th kills this afternoon. It is 14-3. Jules St. Germain out of Watertown, Wisconsin. Luther Prep serving right to left. It is Wildcat ball. Bunting goes cross court. Aaron Tevin sends it deep and out of bounds. Just the second miss hit here in the second set. As Aaron a little bit too much broad correction. Brianna Leverance, not Tevin. 22, not 12. Brianna with the miss hit. It is 14-4. 4 serving 14 to give it back. on a service here. It is 15-4. And Megan Schwartzbach will come in. And Emily Carmen will come in. Bunning will sit down. And Aaron Tevin will sit down. Megan Schwartzbach, the other setter from Valley State. And Hutchinson, Minnesota. Nice ball, third hit, one-handed over. Wildcats set it up. Schwartzbach, left side. Lovren shot. It is dug out in the back row. Played up front. They have to play it up the net. Floated across. There's Kish. Schwartzbach, middle. Shot put down by Aaron Cutts, now back in the match. Wildcat ball again. Floated across from the teardrop. And it is set across. Are they going to call 4 hits? Yep. No, a 2-hit call against Martin Luther. Point for the Wildcats. It is 16-4. So Schwartzbach, Kish, Leverance, trying to get all the Todd's using so many players that are trying to keep track of them all. In the middle, shot put down and good. And Ruth Buckholz leading the scoring for Martin Luther. She has her third kill. It is 16-5. And Ashford will come out, the libero for Martin Luther. And coming into the match is Samantha Paul from West Lutheran High School. Out there in the western suburbs, New Hope. And Lisa Heckendorf will come in. And Samantha Paul will sit down. From right to left. The serve put across by Buckholz. Wildcat ball. Right pin. Shot put down by Leverance. Saved by the Knights. And off the left pin. Sent deep. Popped up in the back row by Isaacson. And Buckholz puts it across. Or give it to Leverance, who sends it deep from behind the line. There's Kish again. Up front. Quick set the middle. And scoring. Schwartzbach with Aaron Cutts picks up her 5th kill. Nice quick set in the middle by Megan Schwartzbach. And Brianna Leverance will come out. And that is Julia Weiler, I hope, on a Shakopee. Played for the Sabres. Now in the match for the Wildcats. Off the block. A shot put down on the left pin by Kelsey Bushback. And a kill for Martin Luther. And it's 17-6. Kelsey from DeForest, Wisconsin. 5'10" freshman. Again, just 2 sophomores, 1 junior. Everybody else, first year. Isaacson puts one deep. Nice dig in the back row. And set across and through the block. To the back row. Kelsey Bushback. Solo block by the Wildcats in the net. And they mistimed their jump point for Bushback. It's 17-7. 7, serving 17. First 11 points of the set belong to the Wildcats. As up front, Kish goes up front. Shot put down by Cutts and scores again. Aaron with her 6th. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's her 6th kill. Osceola Chieftain transferred from South Dakota State in Brookings. And she does the honors. Goes back to the service line in 18, serving 7. Nice high pass up front. Jermaine, middle, floater. Is good. Alyssa Heckendorf on the teardrop. Scores. And substitution for the Wildcats. Coming in is Kaylee Tato, I hope it's pronounced, from Brain, Minnesota. And Hannah Flutness came out. So Todd getting a chance to do just about everybody here in the second set. Here's Schwartzbach, good left shot. Isaacson through a block and scores. Lauren Isaacson with 5 kills and 5 aces. That's 19-8. And coming in for the Wildcats back in is Bunning. Back in is Aaron Tevin. And Schwartzbach will sit down. Serving is Brooke Bunning at 19-8. Nice ball up on Jermaine at the net. And saved by Isaacson. She gets it back. Lauren pulls it down the line. And it's dug out there by Beaver. And shot at the net blocked by the Wildcats. Point. Well, they're going to call 4 hits. Hitting here against Martin Luther College. 20-8. And I believe we got a timeout call. And the Wildcats, again, we mentioned, on the road for the next few weeks. They'll be back home against Bethel, the college, the MIAC opener against Bethel. Then they're on the road again, St. Mary's, Martin Luther, and Augsburg. And then they take on Gustavus here at home. And Gustavus right now ranked in the top 10 of the country. The MIAC has 3 teams ranked in the top 10. And top 20, they've got Gustavus, St. Thomas, and St. Ben's, all ranked. And then you've got Northwestern, of course, from the UMAC campus. A lot of good volleyball up here in the North Country, of course. Concordia, St. Paul, they win it all every year anyway.
And you've got in that group NSIC, UMD is phenomenal every year.
MSU, Mankato.
Yes, I mean, the volleyball in the Midwest and Minnesota is phenomenal.
And of course, the Golden Gophers ranked in top 4. And they get a chance to host the Final Four at the Target Center in December. And that young team with just the 3 seniors, hopefully Hugh McCutcheon can get them to the Final Four. At National Championship has been elusive. I had a chance when I was doing volleyball for the Gophers. Got to 3 Final Fours, but never could crack it. See, I did it at Long Beach, Dallas, and one other place, Final Four. Oh, yeah, someplace in Florida.
Someplace.
Yeah, someplace in Florida. There we go. It is 20-8. St. Cane's with the lead. And Brooke Monig back at the service line. Brooke with a number of assists, but no aces so far. Bonning serve, back row, popped up, and they set the middle floater. And it's saved there by Aaron Tevin. Tevin has to bump it across. Oswald back in the match. Goes up front for the setter, Cameron Biebert. Back row, cuts there by Julia Wilder. High in the air, Bunning, near side, and a one-handed fist. Tevin sends it across. They go back set, right side shot is out of bounds. Miss hit, no touch. And a hitting error against Jules St. Germain. And the Wildcats lead by a score of 21-8. And Lindsay Madrigal's new SID. Came out of the MIAC office and also spent some time at Concordia St. Paul. And there's a miss hit in the net. Miss hit there by Katie Aguilar. Point for the Wildcats at 22-8. Kirsch, Weiler, Bonning, Tevin, and I'm missing the other 2. Off the serve from left to right. And they go right side. It's through the block. A finger roll. Oh, nice save by Kish. And sent across by Victoria Sweetly now on the mat for the Wildcats. To the block again. And this time saved by Tevin. And put through the block by Victoria Sweetly. And Knight's ball. They sent it over. There's Kish. Bunning. Cross court. Sweetly. Big shot is saved in the back row by Oswald. And off the left pin. Saved in the back row by Julia Wilder. High in the air, sent across by Victoria Swilly. Nice ball, they set the middle shot, and there's Kish again. Great job at the labor. Sent deep there by Swilly. Good rally, and there's a shot. Oh, what a save. But it goes off the hands of Aaron Tevin. She laid out trying to get to it, and went off her hands. Point for the Knights at 22-9.
It was a fun rally, wasn't it?
Victoria Swilly, by the way, from GFW, Gibbons, Fairfax, Winthrop. Normally a football school. And coming to the match for the Knights is Ruth Buckholz back in. She leads the Knights with 3 kills. Kelsey Birschbach has 3. And Caitlin Oswig, the libero. Wildcat ball, third hit, and miss hit in the net, hitting air. Off the hands of Victoria Swilly. Missed time to jump the 5'9" sophomore. And at 22-10, it was 25-9, the final of the first set. And off the serve, there's an ace. First ace for the Knights. It's 22-10.
And that ball had a little knuckleball to it, that serve.
On the way up front, we mentioned Aaron Tevin. There's also Victoria Swilly and also Katie Cato from Bram. As Bunning goes cross-court for Swilly, Vicky's shot, and Oswig plays it up front. They go on the air side. Shot by Aguilar is good. Off the left pin, Katie Aguilar has her second kill. And after 11-0 run for the Wildcats to start the set, St. Case's come back, Martin Luther's come back to make it 22-12. Bunning, left side, Swilly, Vicky's shot, and is played high in the air, back row, and is sent across by Aguilar. Kish for Bunning. Middle, no back set shot. Good! Nice back set. Aaron Tevin scores. And Bunning, boy, she has played quite a match as the quarterback of this offense.
That back set she's had in the first one and the second match here have both been so effective.
And coming in is Brianna Leverance, and Julia Weiler will sit down. And Sweely serving at 23-12. And there's an ace for Victoria. The Wildcats have their 6th ace tonight. And back at the line is Victoria, just a sophomore. Got the seniors, Art Pepper and Carmen, the only seniors on this roster. And for the back row, Ashford goes up front, floated across. Bunting for Kirsch, left side. Put down through the block by Brianna Leverance. Knight's ball shot blocked, but it's out of bounds. Wildcats with the block, but it went out of bounds. Point for Martin Luther. And at set point, 13 is serving 24. As back of the service line is Katie Aguilar. Right to left, back row, there's a Kish up front, Bunting, left side. Leverance shot, nice save by Ashwig. They go left pin, put down, and good by Birchbach. Kelsey Birchbach taking up her 4th kill to take team lead in that department. As the Knights stave off set point, now 14 serving 24. Aguilar, there's Larissa Kerr, third Bunting, middle, shot down, and it's saved. There's a finger roll by the Knights. Kish for Bunting, left side, Leverance, shot. Oh, what a save of that back row. Third hit, 3 ball to that, third block, and good. Brianna Leverance getting the point. Brianna picking up the kill, and that's her first tonight. And the Wildcats win the second set by a margin of 25-14, and now lead 2-0 here in the match. Tonight's broadcast, or this afternoon's broadcast, a production of TJ Broadcast Services. Our website at tjsportsonline.net. Comments, suggestions, requests can be directed to tjwitchy at yahoo.com. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. For exceptional service and selection, look no further than Fury Motors of St. Paul, the #1 family-owned dealer to buy a Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, or Ram since 1963. Locations in South St. Paul and Lake Elmo. So much to choose from, and they make the shopping process easy. Also offering genuine service and financing. Visit stpaul.furymotors.com for more information. And People Electric Company is your full-service electrical contractor, one of the Upper Midwest's largest, in building and process automation, communications, construction services, energy savings, testing, and maintenance. Founded in 1922 by William F. Lindbergh. They're located in St. Paul, and the website is www.peoplescompany.com. Another Wildcat sponsors McGough Construction, the DLR Group, Push, Pedal, and Pull, the Newman family, Sabertree, Jimmy John's, and Menchie's Frozen Yogurt.
And do we get some munchies? Is that part of the...
I was going to say, I know they're bringing the stats over, but how about some munchies or at least some water or Mountain Dew or candy, popcorn? Don Mulhern, not only in his second year here in a few weeks. Don, coming from UW Superior, coming here to the Twin Cities, how's the transition gone for you?
Well, it's wonderful to be here. My oldest sister, Teresa, went to St. Kate's. One of the first campuses I've ever went on in terms of when I was a little kid, and always had a good feeling for it. Great campus, beautiful area, and we're really excited. Anytime that you have a change, there's always the transition and getting to know new people and that, but that's part of the fun and the challenge of growth in life. And just very excited to be a part of the St. Katie's community here and that type of thing.
And the community itself very, very supportive of you and the program.
Well, we have President Becky Roloff, who's phenomenal. She really loves athletics. She's come and spoken with our team a couple times last year. And our athletic director, Eric down there, along with the associate athletic directors. So we have a great group of coaches here and a real positive vibe and a good group of first-year players coming in for all the different teams. Of course, last year softball did great. Soccer had a great end of their season. So a lot of good things happening in the athletic department here.
As it is 2-0 St. Kate's as we start the third set. And the Knights in the near court. There's Cameron Biebert, one of the setters. Kelsey Birchbach on the outside, with Buckholtz on the outside. And up front, the setter is Jules St. Germain, Kitty Aguilar, and Alyssa Heckendorf, Coach Nelson. And we're going to see a lot of new players, I'm sure. There's Brianna Leverance, Aaron at 7. Yeah, Pepper's back in. Mackenzie Pepper back in after sitting out the second set. There's Brooke Bunning. Aaron cuts. And we've got a new libero. I think Julia Weiler is going to be their new libero.
So they changed the uniforms. Is that how that works, Tom?
Our third different libero here tonight. Amaker started. Weiler started. Kish was in there as well. So Julia Weiler out of Shakopee is the new libero. Also in that back row is Victoria Sweely. Wildcat leading 2-0, serving from right to left. Brooke Bunning, the sophomore setter, sends a deep high pass up front, and they go left hand shot put down. Nice save in the back row by Sweely. It is Knight's ball in the middle. Shot blocked by the Wildcats, and there's another one. They have their fourth block tonight. They have 6 aces and 4 blocks. And 1-0 in favor of the Wildcats. As Bunning serve, low pass up front, third hit, left side Aguilar, shot blocked by the Wildcats. And there's Beaver setting up the left side, shot is deep, hitting air, charge to the Knights, and it is 2-0. And the Wildcats in Ashland, Wisconsin next weekend for a 2-day tournament. And off the serve, good hard serve, almost an ace, floated across by St. Germain. Wildcats Bunning near side. Leverance in the net. Brianna mistimed her jump. Put it into the net. And a miss hit, 2-1. As Ashford will come back in as libero and do the serving for Martin Luther out of the UMAC Conference. Northwestern, the overwhelming favorite to win it again. Over the 31-7 last year. Shot put down by Pepper. Knight's ball. Aguilar through the block. And it's popped up there by Swilling. Here's Pepper again, puts it over the double block and scores. Mackenzie Pepper has her 6. Cuts have 6. Flatness has 6. Isaacson 5. Tebben 5. And Grace Amaker coming back in. Now Grace wearing the purple instead of the libero uniform. So Amaker will be a defensive specialist in that back row. Knight's ball, third hit, middle, shot good. Cameron Beaver picking up her second kill, and it is 3-2. The Wildcat lead is kept to 1. Katie Aguilar from Wildomar, California. And since a good hard serve, they got by Weiler. They set the middle to the block, and good. Hammering it through that block is Aaron Tebben, throwing a lot of starch at it. Nice threw up a double block, and Aaron hit it right through. She's got a couple. Correction, she's got 6. And she comes out as now 4-2. And an ace. Ace for the Wildcats, and this time Julie Weiler picking up the ace. 7 aces tonight for the Wildcats. It is 5-2. And off the serve, MLC. Left side, Birschbach sends it deep and out of bounds. Kelsey Birschbach with the attack here. Oh, they're going to rule. It was touched on the way out.
It was tipped.
It was tipped, so it'll be a point for the Knights. And coming in is Samantha Paul, local girl from New Hope. And going back to the service line is Jules St. Germain. 3 serving 5. And there's Amaker out front, Bunning. Back set, it is bumped across there by Cuts. And out of bounds, no touch. And a miss hit by Aaron Cuts, point for the Knights, and it'll be 4 serving 5. Martin Luther last year went 10-6 in the UMAC Conference, 16-17 overall, but lost mightily. They had 7 seniors that graduated. And then Julia Wiley, and up the net, shot blocked. Pepper got blocked. Bunning goes near side. Victoria Swilly sends it deep and cuts on the way out. Victoria Swilly picking up her first kill. It'll be 6-4. And substitutions. Schwartzlock will come back in. And Emily Carmen will come back in. Megan Schwartzrock will serve, 6 serving 4. Megan serve, high in the air. Jermaine, middle, shot through the block. Oh, a nice save in the back row by Megan. And it's sent across by Victory Swilly, and she scores again. Victoria Swilly picking up her second kill, second point in a row. And the Wildcats have equaled their biggest lead at 3. They won the first set by 16. Won the second one by 11. Served by Schwartz-Rock and out of bounds. Service air by the Wildcats, and it's 7-5. And Oshweg will come out. The libero spot coming in is Alyssa Heckendorf from Greenville, Wisconsin. Served by Ruth Bodkoltz. Wildcat ball. Schwartz-Rock near side shot, cross court, and it's wide and out of bounds. Emily Carmen on the miss hit.
That's one of the few missed hits they've had in this whole match.
And 8 serving 5. Wait a minute.
And now...
Wait a minute. Did they rule a touch on the way out?
Do I retract that statement?
Yeah. Emily's shot may have been touched. Looks like it was. So instead of the attack here, give Aaron the kill. And it'll be 8 serving 5. And Victoria's really serving. Sends it deep and out of bounds. Service here. Gives the point back. And it'll be 6 now, serving 8. Birschbach, freshman. The only junior is Ruth Buckholz. A couple of sophomores, everybody else freshmen. Birschbach, Kelsey, left to right. And they go up front. Schwartz-Rock near side. Lovren shot is out of bounds. The touch on the way out. And Brianna picks up her second kill. Brianna Leverance from Andover. Wait a minute. Floor referee called it point for the Wildcats. Now they give it to Martin Luther. So it'll be 7 serving 8. Scratch that point for Brianna. Still some discussion between the floor referee and Todd. And they're going to, the Knights will keep the point. First block again. Popped up by Brianna Leverance, and nobody can get to the pass, and there'll be a service ace. Second service ace tonight for Martin Luther College. And we've got a tie, our first tie tonight. Wildcats have had their way all night long, but the Knights have come back to tie it at 8-8. Here in the third set, Wildcats leading 2-0. And there's Julia Weiler off the near side. Leverance goes cross court. Popped up there, but the bad pass, never could get to it. Katie Eckler thought she had given a good pass up front. A little miscommunication. Jermaine was not there. Beckendorf was not there. Leverance, there's her second kill. And the Wildcats take the lead back at 9-8. Served by Aaron Cutts, and third hit, bumped across by St. Germain, but out of bounds. Attack here for Martin Luther. Point for the Wildcats. It is 10-8. Again, you know what you share coming here this afternoon. Matt Nelson out of the State Fair, University of Minnesota stage out there, emceeing all the different sports. And he'll be back with us a little bit later on in September. It is Wildcat ball floated across the net by Aaron Tevin. They go left side. Aguilar. Katie gets blocked. There's Ashwig in the middle, and Aguilar again, and this time in the net. Called against, I believe, Leverance. Point for the Knights. It'd be 8 serving 22. Samantha Paul will come out, and Cameron Beebert will come in. Aaron Cutts will come out. Julia Weiler will come in at the libero spot for St. Kate's. Beebert serves, scraped off the floor. Buckholz goes back set, shot put down. Nice save in the back row. They go left side for Aguilar. Katie's shot is, oh, what a save by Weiler, but it's into the net. Julia laid out as far as she could, and just came within about 2 inches of clearing the net. May have been out of bounds anyway, but 10-all is our score. And off the serve, back row, out front, Schwartz-Rock near side, Leverance, deep and out of bounds on the attack. And there's the first lead of the night for Martin Luther College. They lead 11-10 here in the third set. Wildcats winning 25-9, 25-14. And off the serve, there's an ace. Little miscommunication in the back row between Kevin and Leverance.
That's what you said. Lack of communication. They're both thinking the other player's going to get it.
Ace for the Knights, their third. Wildcat ball, quick set the middle. There's the score. Aaron Kevin will pick up her 7th kill. And is now 11 serving 12. And coming in will be Mackenzie Pepper. Schwartz Rock will come out. Emily Carmen will come out. I'm guessing Morning back in. Yep, there's Brooke back at the service line. 11 serving 12. Just clears the net. Out front, they set the left side. Aguilar, Katie's finger roll. Is good. Katie Aguilar taking up her 3rd kill. And the Knights lead 13-11. Wholesale substitutions. Rebecca Cox taking Heckendorf out of the match and bringing in Ruth Buckholz. Caitlin Oshwood, the libero. Wildcat ball, third, floated. Pepper scores. Mackenzie Pepper with her 7th kill. And the Wildcats within 12, serving 13. Sweeley will come in. And Grace Amaker will come back in for the Wildcats. Todd Nelson has used a couple different setters. He's used 3 different liberos. Served by Amaker. Martin Luther ball, left side. Aguilar shot blocked by the Wildcats, but kept alive and floated across by St. Germain. And they go near side for Sweeley. Shot puts it down the line and hits the floor. Victoria Sweeley off that left pin, has picked up her 3rd kill. And we're back to deuce, 13-13 here in the 3rd set. Amaker, good hard serve out front. Germain, middle, shot put down. Oh, what a save by Wilder. Bunning goes back set, right side floater. Pepper gets blocked. Wildcats in water. Out front for Sweeley, goes cross court. There's Oshwick. After that free ball, Pepper with a block, or correction, Pepper with a block. Martin Luther ball. They go back set, right side, Germain through the block. And played up front by Amaker. They set the middle. Shot blocked by the Knights. Bunning goes back set. Pepper shot. There's Oshwick. Good rally. And spotted bumped across by Katie Aguilar. Wilder for Bunning. Back set. Pep. Shot. And there's Oshwick again. Aguilar and set across by Breitbach. Deep and out of bounds. Biebert, excuse me. Not Breitbach. Cameron Biebert with a miss hit. And there's the first lead change tonight. And the Wildcats saving our 2nd lead change. They lead now 14-13. And Martin Luther ball at the net. Put across by Cameron Biebert. And it was deep and out of bounds. No correction. It was good. Okay. Cameron Biebert picking up her 3rd kill. We're tied at 14 apiece. 4 times all in this set. Katie Aguilar's serve. Wildcat ball. Bunning right side. Pepper goes cross court. Popped up in that back row. St. Germain from behind the line. Aguilar puts it deep. And they're going to call the Wildcats for in the net. And I believe they called Aaron Seven for in the net. Point for Martin Luther College. And they have their 3rd lead at 15-14. Aguilar serve again. Wilder for Bunning. Right side Pepper off the block and good. Mackenzie Pepper playing in the 1st and now in the 3rd set has 8. He had 225 kills last year to lead the way. And we're tied at 15 all. Serving is Wilder. Martin Luther ball. Germain middle shot put down and out of bounds. Ruth Buckholz a little bit too strong on it. Point for the Wildcats. And they lead 16-15. Wilder, the freshman out of Shakopee, off the serve. Germain from the back row. Aguilar sends it deep. Wilder, high pass up front. Bunning, near side. Sweeley off the block. Saved by Ashwig. 3rd hit. And sent across by Chelsea Bushbach. As I look at my roster,
Aaron Cutts.
Thank you. Aaron Cutts picking up her 7th kill. And now the Wildcats have taken a 2-point lead at 17-15. As a family-owned and operated business since 1971, the Goodmanson Construction Company continues to develop concrete relationships with their commercial and residential customers throughout the upper Midwest. Questions or concerns about concrete, asphalt, and the company's installation process, visit their website. That's goodmansonconstruction.com. And a proud sponsor of Wildcat Athletics since 1971, Universal Athletic They've been passionate about fueling the dreams of athletes, and they put all the know-how into doing just that by servicing, selling athletic gear to their local athletes, high schools and colleges. Universal Athletic is dedicated his heart and soul to be a support of sports, fitness, and health programs in schools and communities. Universal Athletic providing all of the paraphernalia, uniforms, and so on, I believe. Universal Athletic, well, they provide the apparel.
The apparel, uniforms, jerseys, tops, bottoms, shorts, you name it.
And coming out of the break again, St. Keith leading by 2, 17-15. Wilder at the service line. Wildcats up 2-0. Julius Serbosh-Riggs pass up front for Jermaine. They go middle quarter over the double block and good. Ruth Buckles picking up her 4th kill. And 17-16. Samantha Paul coming in. Cameron Biebert will sit down. And Jules St. Germain goes back to the service line. 16 serving, 17. Germain serve, just plays it in. Hit the top of the tape and went straight down. An ace for St. Germain. And the Wildcats, Christian, the Knights have tied it up again. The 6th tie, all in this 3rd set. 17-17. Germain again, this time floats to the Waters up front. Bunning goes right side, Pepper shot blocked. Saves that back row by Wilder. Amaker near side. Victoria shot through, block and good. Victoria Swilly picking up her 4th kill. And the Wildcats take the lead back at 18-17. Bunning will come out. Schwartzrock will come in. And Pepper will come out. And Emily Carmen will come in. 2 seniors switching. Carmen and Pepper are the 2 seniors. And off the serve, back row, 3rd hit. And set across in the net. Nope. Mishit by Jules St. Germain. Point for the Wildcats. They lead by 2 at 19-17 here in the 3rd set. Schwartzrock serve high up front. Germain, middle, down. Oh, what a save by Schwartzrock. It is Martin Luther ball off the left side. Sent deep by Kelsey Bushbach. And saved by nobody. Ball went one way. Emily Connor went another way. And the 2 would not meet. A miss hit by the Wildcats, 19-18. Oshrig will come out. And Alyssa Eckendorf will come back in. They rotate back at the service line of Ruth Buckholz. 18 serving 19. And the pass up front for Sweeney. They put the middle. And put down there by Brianna Leverance. Hit back by Martin Luther. As Schwartzrock will go near side. Sent across there by Emily Curran. Off the right pin in the net. Or blocked by the Wildcats. Goes out of bounds. Point for the Wildcats. And they rule a touch on the way out. So the Wildcats lead 20-18. Substitution coming in is Larissa Kish, now wearing the purple. Again, 3 different liberos as Sweeley will come out. And Leverance coming in. And Amaker coming out. 20 serving 18. The serve by Kish and an ace. Larissa picks up the 7th ace or 8th ace tonight for the Wildcats at 21-18. And a timeout on the floor. Wildcats again. 3rd set, need to get to 25 and win by a couple. The last event before the school year started was the annual golf tournament out was it Bent Creek, and sounds like everybody had a good time except you had to stand out there an awful long time, didn't you?
Yeah, on my attempts at my hole-in-ones, I actually was at the hole-in-one spot where people were trying for the different prizes. It was kind of fun to be there. I met
Anybody come close?
No exaggeration. The last person to go through, the last person hit one that landed 2 feet from the hole. And we thought it was in from where our angle was, and it went right over it. So it created some excitement. Didn't quite go in, but it was still kind of fun.
Well, a nice day to be had, and again, the annual golf tournament fundraiser, big success again.
It was, and Eric and Nicole and Maz do an unbelievable job of soliciting different donors and such. People came, had a wonderful time. The weather, obviously, makes a big difference, too.
Wildcat Athletics, proudly supported by the Ryan Company, the Hickey family, U.S. Bank, the Leffler Companies, Cone U.S., and the Opus group. 21-18. Larissa Kish serving from right to left. The former Creighton-Durham Hall Raider. And Larissa's serve, back row. Birschbach goes up front, gets it back off the left pin, puts it in the net. 4 hits called against Martin Luther. And a 22-18 and a 4-point lead. The Wildcats had their biggest lead here in the third set. Kish again, sends it deep. Popped up there by Katie Aguilar. Schwartzwalk sets up the left side, put down by Leverance. There is Martin Luther ball, and Oshwick sends it over. Water, right side, shot by Emily Carmen. Martin Luther ball again. St. Germain sends it deep on the porch. They go up front, the middle, put down by Leverance. And it is Martin Luther ball again from the back row. Sent deep by Katie Aguilar. Nice save in the back row by Larissa Kish, but nobody can get to the pass. Julie Water collided with one of her own teammates, and the pass hit the floor. Attack here, St. Kate's point. Martin Luther 19, serving 22. Kelsey Birschbach off the serve, off front, and overrun. Aaron Cutts now in the match. 22 and 23 are in the match, and Aaron overran that pass. And on the missed jump, 20, serving 22, as Martin Luther is within 2. And the serve by Birschbach, Wildcat ball, shot through the block by Leverance. Martin Luther up front, float over the double block, and broke. Float over the double block, and also Heckador picking up the kill. And Martin Luther College within 1 at 21-22. They've had the lead 4 different times. The biggest lead has been 2. Trying to get this to a 4th set. Birschbach serve, low pass up front, nicely by Schwartzwalk, put down and good. Aaron Cutts saving the day, low pass, but Schwartzwalk good set, and Aaron finished it off. And here's double match point at 23, serving 21. Aaron again, off the serve, high in the air. Oshwick, the libero, goes up front, free ball. No, it hit the antenna, that's out of bounds. Attack here. Martin Luther, point for the Wildcats here. Set and match point at 24-21. Aaron serve, Oshwick goes high up front. There's Germain from behind the line, sent across. And they set up the right side, shot put down, and good. Emily Carmen, the senior, finishes it off. Emily picks up her 3rd kill, and the Wildcats got tested there in the 3rd set, but come back from a 2-point deficit a couple different times, and won 25-21. So they win the match 3-0 and open up the season with a win before they head out on the road. Before I take a look at some of these totals, Don, your impressions of this first set? Todd had a chance to use a lot of different girls. Looks like a lot of versatility.
Well, you mentioned at the start how one big improvement is at the net, and they really did dominate the net.
Yep.
So I noticed that. Another thing is Brooke, and I don't want to say her name wrong, Booning, was really, really solid at distributing the ball. The back sets, the middle quick hits, the strong side hits. So everybody got their hits. So that impressed me a lot, and I think that they have a lot of talent. Todd did a great job getting a lot of people repetitions, getting their moments, and I think it's a pretty darn good first match to get the season underway.
Wildcats, a part of this season include Shopco Printing, Sodexo, Terra General Contractors, the O'Neill Group, Protect Designs, and Flowers by Becker. The Wildcat took the initial lead of the first set, went on to a 25-9 win, and took the initial lead. In fact, scored the first 11 points of the second set, went on to win 25-14, but got tested in the 3rd set as Martin Luther College had the lead on 3 different occasions. The biggest was 2. We had 5 different ties and about 4 different lead changes. But the Wildcats prevailed. They finished 25-21. Very unofficial stats here. The kills, first of all, team blocks, I've got 5. And aces, 8 aces. The serving game, very good. Usually the last part of the offense to come in sync as serving, and they did very well today.
They did. I mean, as you mentioned, sometimes that takes a little bit longer to come in, but that was very effective first day today.
Yeah, 8 aces included 4 of those from Lauren Isaacson. Lauren, 5'9" freshman. What position is she going to play for you?
Whatever she wants. She's very versatile. You can see on the volleyball court, she can hit, she can serve, and play front and back row. And basketball, she's the same kind of player that she can go inside. She's got a really nice three-point shot and a lot of different things she brings to the table.
Let's take a look at the kill totals. Emily Cameron got the match winner. She finished with 3 tonight. And Mackenzie Pepper, she played the first and third set. She finished tonight with 8. Victoria Swilly came on, played in Pep's spot and picked up 4 kills. Erin Tevin had 7. Lauren Isaacson had 5. And Brooke Budding, no kills, but just an outstanding floor game. The quarterback of the offense, just a great job. And don't have the assist totals, but Brooke had a very nice night. And Hannah Flatness had 6. Brianna Leverance had 2. And Erin Cutts in the middle. We talked about the play at the net. And the middles between Hannah Flatness and Erin Cutts, they had a total of 14 kills in the middle.
Well, you'd take that every time, wouldn't you?
You bet. All right, well, that's going to do it for our broadcast. And remind our next broadcast not until the 19th of September when the Bethel Royals will be coming here. Gretchen Hunt's team will be here. And we'll have that match for you here on tjsportsonline.net. And time to run the credits. First of all, thanks to Lindsay Madriga and her crew for the stats, and thanks to all of you for watching and listening. This broadcast, a presentation of TJ Broadcast Services, and in cooperation with the Ritchie Media Group, and also by Blue Frame Technologies, also broadcast down in the northern Dakota County area, and hopefully you folks had a chance to tune in on your cable and watch that. Watch the match as well, and we'll be doing that on a few more different occasions during the season. And Don, thank you, sir.
Thank you for letting me join.
You bet. For Tom Ritchie and for Dave, I'm Tom Ritchie. Your final scores: St. Kate's 25-19, 25-14, 25-21. This match a presentation of the Goodmanson Construction Company, Twin City Orthopedics, Universal Athletics, Northfield Lions, People's Electric, and by Fury Motors. From the Butler Center again on this Friday afternoon. Good night, everybody. We'll talk again.